Hey, Vinyl Community people, it's Mike, MGK Boston, back with another video. And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about baking. And if you remember my contest last month, my beautiful co-host Patty, my wife and co-host, talking about cheesecake. And I was making that one video and she came in and had to get the Philadelphia brick out of my beer fridge. So on that note, we had a lot of positive feedback on the cheesecake. And I'm showing her recipe here right now. If you're wondering what the hell is going on, there it is. So you can try to whip that up, or my friend Matthew Street, get Mrs. Street to make you this cheesecake, Matt. I know you made a couple funny comments, so here we are. So I'm gonna zoom back. Oh my God, who is it? Oh,
hello everybody.
It's Patty.
It's like my second guest appearance in a month.
In the vinyl community.
In the vinyl community. So I'll walk everybody quickly through the recipe. Mike put it on screen so everybody can take a snapshot of it. In a nutshell though, you're gonna use, for the crust, 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs, 1/3 of a cup of white sugar or granulated sugar, depending on where you are, but white/granulated sugar, and then 7 tablespoons of butter melted. You're gonna mix it all together and put it in your cheesecake pan. One interesting thing that I discovered throughout the pandemic was, for those in America, I always used to use honey-made graham cracker crumbs. And one day I sent Mike to the store and there wasn't any. So he bought Kellogg's, which of course, for those of us who are bakers, caused me some angst because I like to bake with specific brands and specific ingredients. But I have to say Mike did a good job. And this is the graham cracker crumb crust that I only use now for any of my cheesecakes. I love it. It's absolutely incredible. So if you haven't tried it, I'd recommend it.
That's baking precision. And
then, so you're gonna bake that, or you're gonna bake in the springform pan, you're gonna bake the crust at 350 degrees for 8 minutes. And then for the cream cheese itself, you will use 5 full blocks of cream cheese. And you'll beat those until soft, and that is the Philadelphia brick of cream cheese that you can buy. It's not the softened one or anything like that, it's the brick. You will add into that 1.5 cups, so 1.5 cups of white sugar or granulated sugar. Again, you're gonna beat that until smooth. You'll add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla, beat until smooth. And then what you're going to add in, I actually put them all in this part in a separate container or cup, measuring cup. It's 5 eggs plus 3 egg yolks. And then I just sort of gradually pour them in, mix, pour a couple more eggs and yolk in. But again, 5 eggs and 3 egg yolks. And then the last thing you're gonna do, and not beat very much, obviously, is just 1/2 cup of heavy cream. You're gonna add that to that cream cheese mixture, and but don't beat it very much. Now, the secret to this cheesecake is a water bath. And I will say, I just use a roasting pan, but the other thing that I found, because I did have a water bath that leaked, which was a mess, is I found this Easy Bath cheesecake wrap on Amazon, and it's absolutely incredible. Since starting to use that, I've probably made 10 cheesecakes with this, and just stick it in the roasting pan and fill it with water. Now, the one thing that I have had to experiment with a little bit is how long to cook the cheesecake, because you don't want to overcook a cheesecake. So I tend to bake it for somewhere between 90 to 120 minutes. So somewhere, I generally bake it for about 1:45 to 2 hours in the oven. I take it out when the middle is just slightly jiggly. And then here's what I found to be the most successful is I take it out, I take the cheesecake in its springform pan, and I set it on a rack for 90 minutes. I then put it in the fridge, still in its springform pan, for 8 hours. And it's only after the 8 hours that I take a knife and I slice around the springform pan, release the springform pan, and then of course enjoy the cheesecake. The other thing I will say is that I have frozen this cheesecake, either frozen half of it or frozen slices of it, and it's incredible. It's I've been shocked because I tend to not like to freeze baked goods, but this has worked really well. So if you have any questions, obviously reach out to Mike on the vinyl community, and I'm going to put the recipe down once more. And happy cheesecake baking, everybody.
There it is, folks. Round of applause for Patty. If you find yourself in the Metro West section of Boston, stop by and we'll give you a slice of cheesecake, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good weekend.